Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let me see if Jonal sent the watch list already. I was talking to him just now. Pretty sure he sent it out. It's not in my inbox yet, but we can start jumping into that. Start jumping into that right now. All right. So let's see here. What screen do we have up? There we go. Spy. All right. Good morning, Kevin, Adriana. The Beast confirms he got the watch list. Let me refresh my inbox then. There it is. Thank you, The Beast. Very small watch list this morning, guys. I couldn't come up with anything good on the scanners. My suspicions are that today could be the Dan. Good morning. Could be pretty light volume. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything crazy on the scans. I feel like the market itself. I mean, look at yesterday's candle. Whoa. Let me draw you. Look at yesterday's candle. That's a doji candle. Huge wick to the upside. Pretty nice size wick to the downside. The market is really undecisive right now. And maybe that indecision could take place again today. Um, you know, I think we can, as easily as we can see that candle right here that I'm just drawing right now, as easily as today we can see this candle. I think you could see this candle. Honestly, I think it's a 50-50. Got to pay attention to the banking sector. The banking sector is the one that's leading this market right now with the banking fears. So if you're seeing banks being strong, then watch for bounces. If you're seeing the banking sector being weak, then you have to watch for further downside. It's just that simple. So I'm going to be sticking to the levels today very strictly, and probably decrease size slightly, and maybe just take those quick scalps again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll stick to regular size, but I'll scalp the bulk of the position and then hold on to one runner instead of two. I don't know. We'll see. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning. Some crazy things going on. Exactly. There you go. Exactly, the beast. So on the spy, simple. Watching 390. 390. Yesterday support. Today support. Previous support here. Previous resistance here. Previous support here. Previous resistance back here. So 390. 390 holds. I'm watching for bounces back into the 200-day moving average. All right. 200-day breaks, then watching for bounces that'll be significant to 395. If 390 breaks to the downside, then watching for a fade. Then watching for a fade. That's it. That's what I'm looking at on the spy. DRMA in pre-market formed the head and shoulders pattern. Okay, watching for that to possibly fade if it cannot break up on over 265. Little smally moving around. FRC, if it cannot hold on to this $12 zone, watching for it to break and make new lows on the year. All right, that's that regional bank. Right, these regional banks are still struggling, so be careful with that. All right, and then on the ES, let's hop on over to that here as we have a few seconds to the open. On the ES, this line right here in this 360 zone, watching that to see if it can hold resistance. Right now, we're right in the face of it. We're testing it. Look, here it is. Look, you know what? I'm going to make that line thicker. Somebody taught me the other day how to do that. Now I forgot. ah, that 360 zone, watching to see if that level can hold resistance. All right, I don't know how to make it thicker. So that's it. If 360 can hold resistance, watching for drops back down into the 3960s can hold resistance. Watch it for drops back down into 3940. So just looking for those smaller moves. for the most part on the bulk of the position, just taking the scalps. That's what I'm gonna do today, anyways. Okay. Trading is a skill, yes. Otherwise, it would be a gamble. You could gamble trading just like you can gamble on sports. But trading is a skill. This is professionals on Wall Street are that are traders have that skill set. They've learned it. All right, so we got into the 360s right out the gate there. Already pulling back into the mid 350s. That's a nice move already, about 7 points on that ES right here, right out the gates. Look at that, man. That's way too fast. Wow. All right, there you go. 10 points already, 11 points on that ES. What an instant drop. Crazy instant drop. Guys, do me a quick favor. Today, the stream does end slightly earlier. I have an appointment I got to get to right after 10. So if you could do me a favor and hit the like button, like already a little bit early. Sorry to ask so early, but if you could, that'd be really helpful. So we're pulling all the way back down here into that 350 zone. That 350 zone could be a little bit of a bounce area on the ES. The SPY getting down here to these mid 390s. We'll see what it does down there. That's another potential bounce area. Gonna sit tight. It's definitely like the V said, it's gonna be an interesting morning, that's for sure. I was trying to get a little bounce there off of that 50 zone. Like I said, it would be a scalp mentality type stuff. Damn, look at that. That's a nice bounce there. I was really thinking we would just crack a little bit that 50 zone because we just came from 46, 45 area. Thought we maybe crack that little 50 zone a little bit. I could start scaling a little long, small position long, but I didn't get it. We tapped 51. What is this? 51 and 3/4? 51 and a half. No, 50 and a half. We tapped 50 and a half. We just instantly rocketed back over 58. That would have been an easy scalp if you would have gotten it. And like I said, let's say let's say I would have traded like I said earlier, right? I would have taken, let's say, 3 contracts down there at 50-ish area. 3 contracts. When we here at 56, 57, 58, I would have taken 2 off. I would have held on to one to see if we can get back up to the highs there and see what we do. And that's it. That's it. Like that's my mindset today, and that's been my mindset almost all week, with the exception of when I traded during Jerome Powell's press conference, where I did get bigger size of the move with more of the position. In today's case, just like yesterday's, just like the day before in the morning, obviously in the afternoon I traded my regular style, but yesterday, today, just looking for the same thing. I'm looking for those quick scalps. If I get 3, 4, 5 points, on a couple contracts, I'm taking it, putting it in my pocket. I'll hold on to one to see if I can get a runner out of it. That's it. Oh, guys, they extended that Lilu 80% off. They extended it because they added the weekly accounts to it now. For those of you who don't know, the weekly accounts are the accounts that you can take your profits out on a weekly basis instead of a monthly basis. So you can do that. I'll show you later before I leave. Hopefully I don't forget. There's the link in chat. So today was the last day for the 80% off, but they did extend it because they added the weekly accounts. Those were not available before with that 80%. You're kind of bear flagging a little bit on the SPY. It's looking like it wants to go lower. But we're right in front of yesterday's bounce zone, so there's no way in the world I get short in front of that. We're putting in a higher low in front of 50 now. Guys, thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Definitely helps out. VWAP is showing up as resistance here on the SPY. We have been putting in higher lows on the ES here. We have also been putting in those lower highs. So it looks like a little bear flag formation. We're right in front of that zone yesterday from yesterday's big bounce back. I want to see that area get tested. That would be like the ideal scenario, I think. Like if we get the ES back down there to like 40 or something, that could give a little easy-ish scalp bounce. I want to see if I can get a trade in before I have to go. Guys, if you see anything, don't hesitate to throw it up in chat. Another little test of VWAP there on the SPY. Let's go take a quick look there on DRMA. DRMA still nowhere those 260s. FRC not cracking the 12s. I mean, it did, but it's right back up over it. Okay, there we go. There's the crack on the ES back down towards 48. Yep, Friday woes, Bill. Friday woes. Dan, I'm missing my Cuban coffee, man. Okay, so there's the SPY. It broke underneath yesterday's low. Now we're heading towards that 390 area. That 390 area is very key. After that, 388. Then you got that target of 385. I mean, if we start to get nasty like that, I'll start looking for that. I'll start looking for that short. You too. Really quietish open. Really quietish open. We'll officially have violated. We've officially violated yesterday's low. We're in that 390 area. Wonder if we can get that ES down there into that 3940 zone. Very low volume. Very low. Today's gonna be. I think today's a bleeder. I think today's a bleeder. But I'm super neutral, honestly, in the overall. In the overall, just looking at it, it's very, very difficult to gauge the direction right now. So the ES tapped 42. I'm sorry, 44. Now we're back up over 48. SPY tapped at 90. Look at that 90 tap. I mean, look, to look for a reversal here, the cleanest reversal would look something like this, right? Get back up here towards VWAP. Pull back down. You know, we do something like this. Do something like that. And then we come back down and we retest it. And then we kind of double bottom. Maybe something like this. Something like that. Boom. And then we get that lift off 390 and we can get ourselves back up here to test yesterday's close. That could be a very nice clean reversal setup. So then we tapped the 390. What the hell was that? Did you see that? That was crazy. So we tapped that 390. We tapped the 3944 again on the ES. That was wild. That was really, really weird. That candle looked like it was going to close nice and green. All of a sudden, poop, flashed all the way back down to 390. Next candle opened up there. Bang, shot right off that. Some crazy wild actions going on there. The Beast posted a GIF in the Discord. Yeah, it's choppy. Anybody new here? The Discord is free. Here you go. There's the link. And the watch list, if you want, is also free. And both links are in chat. I don't see anything. I mean, 9:45. Sometimes we get numbers at that time. Let me see. Yeah, we did get numbers. We got global PMI and services PMI. Forecast 47.5 came in at 53.3. Forecast services PMI 50.5 came in at 53.8. And both are higher than the previous. So there you go. All right, we're gonna approach the support zone soon here, about 39.40 area, 39.37 zone on this 60-minute chart. I'll show you. Let me draw it out. There it is. Can I make this thing thicker? I did it the other day. Somebody, oh, here we go. There you go. See right here, support, support. Now we're gonna go right into the face of it. Let's see how we act. If that cracks and starts to become a level of resistance, then I will most certainly be looking for a short opportunity. We're coming right into that level now. You could get a technical bounce off that one. Just a little bounce of sorts. Could be scalpable. I'd really like to see it get, like really get in there and test it. I don't want it to bounce ahead of it. If it bounces ahead of it, it's gonna do so without me. Seeing the gifs that the beast is posting over on the Discord. All right, so the low of this previous consolidation is 37, 39.37 on the dot. We're at 39.50 now. Will we just catapult through that level? Or will we lunar launch off of it for a quick bounce? That's going to be the interesting thing to watch for. I'm going to give it a shot for a bounce play down here. Wow. Put out an order. See if I can catch a little fill. At least one take. No, don't do me like that. Come on, how many times is it going to tap it? There we go. Give me that fill. Okay, there we go. That's a nice bounce back. You know what? Screw it. I'm out. because I'm going after these scalps. Like I said, I'm just going after these scalps. I get to my level, I'm going to take the trade, and I'm just going to get the scalp. That's it. That's all I'm doing right now. You guys know that have been trading with me here for a while now. You know that's not how I typically trade. But in this environment, that's exactly how I'm trading. That's exactly how I'm trading. So long 39, 39, 50. Add 39, 40, 50. I only had 2 contracts. I really would have preferred 3, but this happened so fast. And then I got off the 39, the 39.50. I took it off at 44.50. Was that 5 points? The 40.50, I took it off at 45. Okay, so not bad. Not bad. I mean, look, this thing could go higher, but like I said, I emphasized, I'm just going after scalps right now. You know, if I would have had my 3rd contract there, which I wanted, I just didn't get it. This thing bounced so quick. If I would have had my 3rd contract, I would still be in 1. So I would still be in 1, and my target would be probably 54, 53 on that one, and that's it. And that's it. So quick 5 points, bang. I took quick 5 points, I'm out. That trade was what, a few seconds. It's super, guys, come on. You guys have been with me here when I've been in a trade for what, a whole ass hour. That trade took less than 2 minutes. 475 bucks. You know, it's money in the pocket. Not, we're not building dynasties with it, but nice job, Dan. You caught 3 points. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Nice job. So I'm telling you right now, that's just the mentality I'm in, and I'm gonna stick to that mentality for the foreseeable future. Instead of, and we went over this once already, for risk management, right? When I feel and see the market is giving me my setups and moves properly, what do? And I'm on a good win streak. What do? I hold on to I take profit as we go, but I try to hold on to more, try to hold on to the bulk for the bigger move, right? In the case of the market we're in right now, since it's being so choppy, right? What am I doing, man? I'm waiting for my levels to hit, and as soon as they hit, I'm going after it. I click the button, boom, and then I'm out. Like I'm scalping. I'm just scalping them out, and I'm not a scalper, but I have to chameleon it, right? I have to, in my mind, say, okay, Jesse, you know how to scalp. It's not suitable for your personality, but you know how to scalp. If you want to make some money now and you want to make it safely, scalp. Just scalp. So that's what I've been doing this week, and it's working out. It's been a pretty good week. We're not making millions, but it's been a pretty good week. You know, about probably like 3,000 bucks or something like that. Not bad. Not bad at all for clicking buttons. And I'm not taking major risk either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting myself here and you've seen me take 5 contracts. That's usually my limit. That's usually my limit. 5 contracts. You've seen me take 5 contracts, but you haven't seen me take 5 contracts probably in about 2 weeks now. Because it's just been so choppy. I'm limiting myself for the most part to 3. To 3, and I'm scalping it. I'm scalping it. I'm putting my first take profit. I'm putting it on the ask. I'm getting it filled, and then my next one, I'm usually just scalping it really quickly, just taking it right off too. If I get to 3 contracts, then yeah, I do try to hold on to one more. But that's it. Well, I'm glad I was able to get at least one trade in. We'll see if another one comes. We'll see if another one comes. If we get another setup. Wow, that thing's really moving now. I didn't think it would have enough juice to get back to 60s. Good lord. At least not so quick. Thank you, Bill. See what it does now. If it breaks the highs, then I have to think we'll see, we'll see some sort of pullback at some point. If it's too shallow, it's not for me. Um, and we might see the SPY test yesterday's close. Guys, I got to go in a few more minutes. Any questions at all? Like, did anybody just stay thinking, why did Jesse buy there? If somebody has that question, just ask me in chat now. Like, with detail, like ask me what your question is, and I'll do my best to answer it uh, for you right now before I head out. Because I know it was fast, and I know not only was it fast, but it's not my normal trades. All right, before I go here in a few more minutes, and don't worry, guys, Monday stream, unless barring any crisis, God willing, nothing like that ever happens, will be a regular stream like yesterday. Where I'm here until like 10:30 or so. But today I got to run a little bit early. Get my streaming software. Oh, I haven't even changed my. There we go. Lilu, guys. So the 80% off was only going on for the foundation accounts, these, which are the regular evaluation accounts, right? When you get these funded, you can draft your profits out monthly. Weekly accounts, there's only these two, the 25K and the 50K. They're a little bit more expensive than your normal prices, but that's because on these you can draft your money, right, every week. So once you get funded every week, you want to draft 500 bucks, right? Let's say you made $1,500 in the week. You want to draft 500 bucks, you draft it. Let's say you made 500 bucks in the week. You want to draft $100 because you want to go Friday night out to dinner. Boom, you draft 100 bucks out of it, right? And you could do it every week. These accounts are now also on that 80% off special, and that's why they extended it. That's why they extended it. So, for example, on the weekly account, what is this? $295. 295. Oh, yeah, out of your mind, minus 80%, $59 account. So for the life of it, as long as you're in that eval account, it's $59 a month. Just like over here, would it be? I want to say 36 bucks for this one. And I think this one's like in the 60s, the $150,000 account. Those are your regulars, so those are monthly, that you can withdraw monthly. All right, just a heads up on that. I just got the email this morning. I didn't know about that until this morning. So it includes the weekly accounts now. Here's the link in chat, giving you this before I start getting ready to head out. We got back up here towards the high. You could see a little pullback off that level. If there's going to be strength in this bounce, then we're going to break that high. So I'm not going to, that's a strong bounce, okay? That's a strong bounce off these lows. So I'm not just going to go ahead and jump in short here. I can't. Even though we did reach, still got a little bits to go to reach that level of 92 for resistance. I wouldn't just jump in short there. I can't. I couldn't. It was, technically, let's say, easy for me to jump in long here because of so much support that we have seen. Even on the ES itself, you could see here, clear as day. You see it right here. We'll put a quick line across here. Boom. Look at that. We bounced here. We came back down here. I said, okay, I'm going to get long. Got long, and we bounced. Now, we bounced way more than I thought we would. I thought we'd bounce until 54 because we were seeing a lot of weakness, Would have been a banger. Huge trade. It would have been a freaking huge trade because I was long from 39.50. Man, what an awesome fill. 39.50 was my first long. My ad was 40.50. Good Lord, bro. I'd be up like over 20 points. There you go. See, that's why I couldn't jump in short there just because. Yeah, I can't be like, oh, I'm just going to jump in short here because prior it was resistance. You have to also understand the bounce that we just had. That's showing tremendous strength. This was a weaker bounce. So it's like, blink, we touched, then we just lily gagged, and drifted higher. This, my guys, boys and girls, this was a lunar launch bounce. It just tapped, slingshot right off that level. So that was a nice trade. Wish I would have gotten all 3 contracts. I would have made much more money because at least I would have held on to one to this vicinity. 10 o'clock, guys. I gotta run. Hate to do it to you, but I have an appointment I have to get to today. And I'm sorry, I just remembered. Next Friday, I'm not gonna be here. I have a dentist appointment. Dan, remember you said the dentist this week? You mentioned it, and I was like, bro, I gotta set up an appointment. I set up my appointment. It's next Friday at 9 in the morning. I usually try to do these a little bit later in the day, but this is a new dentist office. And I said to myself, I'm going to go in the morning. I want to go in the morning because it's a new place. I have never been there before. So I want to go in the morning before the rush goes into that office. And, you know, I don't want any issues. So next Friday, I'm not going to be here. I'm sorry. I'm probably more sad than you are. All right. So, but don't worry. Monday through Thursday, we'll be here full blast, full throttle. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Congrats on the trade this morning. At least it's a little something, something. If I can catch something later on in the afternoon, I will definitely post about it. Outside of that, you know, I might just leave it on this nice little green note. It's a nice green week. And looking forward to building off of it into next week, which is the final week of the month, guys. All right. Be careful out there. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll see you on Monday.